Spawn.
Alex Mercer. You killed my wife and my daughter. You turned me into this monster. Now you spread the virus. And you send your pets to kill me?
Sure, so the story so far is you're Sergeant James Heller, you're a brand new protagonist, and basically you've come back from the war, and you've come back to your city destroyed, and your wife and your daughter are dead to the hands of Alex Mercer and the virus.
New York Zero is now divided into 3 distinct zones: green, yellow, and red.
So Prototype 2 is made up of 3 zones, what we call New York Zero or NYZ. And New York Zero comprises the green zone, which is the home base of Blackwatch. It's a militarized zone. It's life as normal as it gets. It's the farthest away from the red zone, which is hell. You've got the yellow zone, which is where people escape the red zone. It's a series of shanty towns. It's overcrowded. It's overpopulated. It's also where Gentek performs most of their human experiments. And then you've got the red zone, which really it's the virus in full force. Blackwatch is barely holding ground, and it's Alex Mercer's playground. Blackwatch is a government agency, and they're basically tasked with containing the virus. And you've got Gentek, whose goal is to weaponize the virus. And so they're both a bit sinister. One of the new abilities that Heller has that Mercer didn't have is the ability to send out a pulse through the world and actually utilize that to hunt his own targets. Instead of identifying those markers, those targets for you, basically Heller will use that pulse, narrow in, basically finding those targets and consuming them. So it just allows the player to really drive their own narrative.
It's on us! It's on us! Come on, turn!
So the awareness system, we took that hunting mechanic and we said, how else can we use it? So Heller has the ability to use his hunting pulse to find targets, find out who's watching who, and really set himself up to stay in a stealth situation. So by Heller using his awareness system, he can see which target is watching which target and who's available to stealth consume and who's not. So Prototype 1, the player had to stop or slow down gameplay to bring up the power wheel to choose between the powers. And we really wanted the player to have reason to play with more than one power. And so within the game, the player now can set 2 powers utilizing the power wheel, one on the X button, one on the Y button, and really create a lot of combinations. So you can actually pair your claws with your hammer fist and never bring up the power wheel to switch between them. We've certainly worked hard. I know Prototype 1 we know was a game that polarized people. You loved it or you hated it. We really want to make sure that we're addressing the biggest evils of Prototype 1, the biggest ills of Prototype 1. And we really feel like we're on track to do that. You know, the narrative, we really feel the story is clear and concise and compelling this time around. You know, the conspiracy is still there for those players who want it, but it's underneath the main storyline, which is just about going after Alex Mercer and taking back your city and getting revenge for the loss of your family. The gameplay, the core gameplay, the combat, in Prototype 1 you would get attacked from off screen. We want to make sure that it's always a fair battlefield and the player is much more in control of the combat. Just like to add that we're excited the fans are enthusiastic for the game, and we're happy to keep showing it to them. Be available April 24th, 2012 worldwide for Xbox 360, PS3, and the PC SKU.